More than 27 million people are estimated to be victims of human trafficking throughout the world. Now, despite claims that it doesn't happen here, experts say Northwest Florida does see trafficking, especially familial trafficking.
WEAR's Samantha Sterban joining us in the studio tonight. Samantha, you've been digging into this for a few weeks now, and advocates telling you this is a bigger problem than many people realize.
Right. I spoke with a woman whose daughter was a victim of human trafficking, as well as a woman who is dedicating her life to helping survivors get out of the life and into safety. They tell me they know it's scary, but in order to make a dent in this issue, they need victims to come forward. Blonde and beautiful.
She was a cheerleader, head cheerleader. She was in gymnastics.
This is April Deck's daughter, Ariel Norris.
She was funny. She always had to make everybody laugh.
Forever 23, Ariel, a mother of 3, died last summer. To understand Ariel's death, we have to go back a few years to right after the birth of her first child, when Ariel and her child's father split up.
And after they broke up, she started experimenting with, it was the fake breast pills at first that had fentanyl in it. And then it got to be straight fentanyl. Honestly, she didn't want to feel the pain of, I guess, everything that was going on. And I asked her why, and she said, because you know, like when it's storming outside and you go under a bridge and then it's quiet. She said that's what it feels like.
Ariel's addiction grew, eventually bringing her into a world that Deck believes killed her daughter.
At what point did you realize that she was being human trafficked?
She told me. She said that she was sick of selling her body and having to do things that she didn't want to do for drugs, of course.
Ariel died July 7th, 2024.
What do I honestly think happened? I think that she was trying to get away and he found out. That's honestly what I think happened.
You don't think that the determination of suicide was accurate?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Brandy Mitchell runs Shadows of Strength, a nonprofit organization aimed at helping victims of human trafficking get out and report their abuse to law enforcement if they want. She was trying to help Ariel, who was a victim of familial trafficking.
Her blood toxicology came back. She was extremely high, to the point where you wonder who gave all that and why.
There's too many witnesses that I've talked to. We have a week timeline prior, and she kept saying she wanted to go home and get her babies back. And she didn't make it. My daughter was an addict, yes she was. Suicidal, absolutely not.
We asked them to not look at this as just another girl in a trap house. And it feels like it was looked at that way.
Before her daughter's death, Deck tried to turn the man in that she says had control over the 23-year-old. She tried to get her daughter into rehab, but nothing worked.
I had her Baker acted, I had her Marchman acted, and every single time he would lure her back with fentanyl. It never failed, and I'll never understand it.
That's why Deck turned to Shadows of Strength in the first place, trying to help her daughter. Mitchell investigates human trafficking for a living.
Human trafficking in our area is kind of set up as a criminal organization. It involves drugs, it involves guns, it involves girls, boys as victims. And it's not just a, let me grab you, let's go to the hotel. These traffickers will take 6 months, a year, 2 years to build that trust and also find the vulnerability.
Why do you think it's important that we talk about this?
Because I don't think people want to believe it's happening. I think there is still this stigma that we're a vacation town, right? We want tourists. Well, if we talk about it and show that we're trying to fight this and we're trying to protect our community, trying to protect our victims, we might actually bring more people in.
Mitchell says these organizations are smart. They know the system.
They recruit females to recruit females from state prison, from county jails. They call them the top girl is what they're called, and that's the one that recruits the ones that are incarcerated, and they try to get them. They'll get their bond them out if they're a low bond, and then move them across the country, get them on drugs, get them high, and then just transport them wherever they need to.
And they know the laws, which makes them not only difficult to catch,
You usually end up getting the transporters, the people that are transporting them and moving, and they're low-level people in that organization.
But even more difficult to convict.
I think if we get more awareness out to the community of what it really looks like, how they're operating between the counties, how they're using ride shares, how they're grooming these victims, then we might have a better opportunity in court for the jury to actually know what this looks like.
That's why Dec is sharing her daughter's story.
It's happening. It's right here in Escambia County.
Because Ariel isn't here to encourage others to get help.
I just don't want any other mothers to go through what I've been through. I don't want any other mother to have to wear a shirt with their child's face on it. The more survivors that can come forward and that are ready to get away, that's what Escambia County needs, because then maybe people will start listening.
Well, it certainly sounds like the family wants investigators to reopen Ariel's death investigation.
Right. The circumstances surrounding her death were suspicious, to say the least. So they're really wanting that to be reopened and to be looked at more intensely this go around. And if you guys at home are looking for more resources on the fight against human trafficking in our area, how to prevent it, or even learning more about how difficult it is for law enforcement, you can head on over to our website and find full-length interviews with law enforcement and local advocates. In the studio, I'm Samantha Serban.
Thank you, Samantha.